This year we were really excited to take our kids up to the Kenai Peninsula in Alaska, and with COVID going on, we finally got to a point as a leadership team where we just decided it wasn't possible. It just wasn't going to happen. We knew we didn't want to cancel. We brainstormed some different ideas as a leadership team. And one of our leaders, Jared Egebrod, said, hey, why don't we go to Dunes Bible Camp? So I did what any good leader would do, and I delegated it to Jared. And I said, well, if you want to go, why don't you give him a call? And Jared did, and then immediately after that, he called me and he was so excited. He's like, you're not gonna believe, this is gonna work. We have great news. They need us to come, they want us to come, this is gonna be fantastic. And after that, we kissed Alaska goodbye and we said, hey, we're gonna go to the Washington coast and we're gonna work with this camp that we've never been to before.
Hi, I'm Rylan Moody and this is the Alright, scratch that. Hi, I'm Rylan Moody and this is our mission trip.
My jaded heart's a wonder where it needed saving. You could have turned, could have run, could have left me in my human condition. And if I'm really being honest, every day I struggle with the promise that all I am is all you ever wanted, ever wanted. Lord help me, I'm so tired of pretending I can hold it together when I know that I can't. Lord show me I don't have to be worthy, it's because of your
A few months ago, I told our kids that if they didn't know what it looked like when God opened a door, that I was going to show them. Because this was obvious to us as a leadership team that God was opening these doors for us to be down here.
Just as I am. When I'm lost in my fear, in the dark, insecure, let me fall in the arms of the one who loves me. Just as I am.
Whenever you're working with a new organization, you're not quite sure what you're getting yourself into. And so coming down here to Dunes and working with them, man, I couldn't have been more impressed with how excited they were, how welcoming they were to our kids, how organized they had their work projects for us. What Dunes is doing here is such an incredible ministry. I really believe we accomplished more on this trip than we've accomplished on any other trip that I've led before.
Just as I am.
Obviously, COVID has affected everybody, and the camp has been virtually shut down all summer long. So for us to be able to come in here and not only kind of be a shot in the arm financially, and then also on the work that we could do, I think it was just a huge encouragement to them as a camp.
Pull hard.
You gave a heavenly breath and
When we got here, we found that they only had 2 staff taking care of their 50 acres of property. And when things grow as fast as they do here, there was just all kinds of those little things that normally would have gotten done with a full staff, but when you're only able to take 2 people, they just can't happen anymore.
Yeah, when I really think about it, all I wanna do is glorify your name. We gonna glorify your name. That's why we came to lift your name. Come on and sing. Glorify your name. We gonna glorify your name. That's why we came. Yeah, we were made to lift your name. All the church sing. So let your glory be heard until it covers the earth. Don't wanna wait for the rocks to shout. We got a reason to praise. This is the song of the saints.
When we were in the planning stages and we were talking with Dunes about what kind of projects we could do around, they had mentioned a need for a yard sale. I let them know we might not be able to do a lot of things, but we can definitely do a yard sale for them.
All we wanna do is that's why we came to lift your name. Come on and sing. That's why we came. Yeah, we were made to lift your name. All the church sing.
camp made over $4,000 through the yard sale and a car wash that we also put on for them, and it was incredibly well attended.
I gotta say, that's why we came, that's why we came, to lift your name. Come on and sing, come on and sing. Glorify your name, that's why we came. Yeah, we
We were also able to work on a bathroom that the entire ceiling had caved in because of water damage. As our kids fundraise for the trip, we factor in building materials, and our teenagers actually paid for the roof on this bathroom and then got down here and then built it.
How's it feel, man?
So it's supported by teenagers financially and physically, and is gonna benefit teenagers for years to come.
This year's felt like 4 seasons of winter, and you'd give anything to feel the sun. Always reaching, always climbing, always second guessing the timing. But God has a plan, a purpose in this. You are his child, and don't you forget. He put that hunger in your heart. He put that fire in your soul. His love is the reason to keep on believing. If we could pull back the curtain of heaven, we would see his hand on everything. Every hour, every minute, every second, he's always been in it. Don't let a shadow of a doubt take hold. Hold on to what you already know. He put that hunger in your heart. He put that fire in your soul. His love is the reason.
A huge highlight for a lot of us was we went into the lake property and we built these campsites where there was just absolutely nothing at all, and put in fire pits and picnic tables and cleared out brush and stuff.
To keep on believing. It's the reason. It's the reason. His love is the reason. He's the peace in the madness that you can't explain. He's the hope in the heartbreak, the rest in the suffering. He's closer than the air you breathe, from the start to the end, to the in-between. Don't you dare doubt even for a minute what he started in you, yeah, he's gonna finish. He put that hunger in your heart. He put that fire in your soul. His love is the reason to keep on believing. Just keep on believing. When you feel like giving up, when you feel like giving in, his love is the reason to keep on believing. It's the reason. It's the reason. His love is the reason.
No joke, by the end of the week, there was campers staying at those campsites and financially supporting the camp through the work that we had done just a few days earlier.
His love is the reason. Hey.
This group is very special to me. Most of our groups get to meet multiple times before we go out on a missions trip, but this group didn't. I was very interested to see how these relationships would play out, and kind of like I thought, it would be a little awkward at first. Something about serving together, something about worshiping together, growing together, just breaks down these barriers, and now they're all best friends, and we can't stop them from joking around and messing around and laughing.
Hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing.
They're one big group now, and that's just such a cool thing to see.
There was a time that I swore I would never go back. I was blind to the truth, didn't know what I had.
We also got to spend half the day out in the community, and there were 3 churches here on the peninsula that accepted our work, and we sent teenagers to all 3 of those locations to just do cleaning and weeding, and again, things that normally would have been done under normal circumstances.
To the people I can depend on, to the faith that's in my bones. Take me back to a preacher and a verse where they've seen me at my worst, to the love I had at first.
A group of us also got to go to a local thrift store and help them organize and keep up on their donations. And the cool thing about that thrift store is that all of the money they make goes to local youth organizations. And one of those organizations is Dunes Bible Camp, and they pay for local kids to come to camp here every single summer. So not only did we stop and organize and kind of help clean them up a little bit, but we took our kids in and we all went shopping at that thrift store as well to support what they're doing.
Take me back to the place that feels like home, to the people I can depend on, to the faith that's in my bones. Take me back to a preacher and a verse where they've seen me at my worst, to the love I had at first. Oh, I wanna go to church. Yeah, I wanna go to church. Oh, I wanna go. Oh, I wanna go to church. Oh, I wanna go to church.
So Briar, we noticed you had a little bit of trouble in the second quarter. I heard your coach say something about a little bit of lack of preparation. Did that apply to you?
Yeah. It's just been crazy this week. Just got to put nose to the grindstone. We'll bounce back from this. Still early in the season. But yeah, this is definitely a wake-up call.
Of course, after 5 hard days of work, we had to give our kids a little bit of time off.
God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire till I am a soul on fire. God, I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire till I am a soul on fire. Lord, restore the joy I had when I have wandered. Bring me back in this darkness and lead me through until
Long Beach is just right down the road, a huge tourist destination, so we had to go down there and see all the sights there is.
I'm running for your heart. I'm running for your heart till I am a soul on fire. Lord, I'm longing for your ways. I'm waiting for the day when I am a soul on fire till I am a soul on fire. Lord, let me burn for you again. Let me return to you again.
great time here in the ocean, and then had a great dinner to end our afternoon. And as usual, we got to end our night in worship and kind of a special time around a bonfire.
I'm waiting for the day when I am so on fire.